Connor, thank you for joining me. Let's quickly recap on Saturday. A 1-1 draw away at Oldham, a resilient performance and another point on the board.
Yeah, I thought we flashes of the Grimsby game in terms of how we started in the first half, outstanding. Should have been more up at half time. Could have been 2 or 3 up at half time, and it maybe probably settles the game as early as that and doesn't give them a chance to have that fight back. To be fair to them, they came out second half, they were brilliant. They made it really difficult. They had a lot of good chances. Slicks was outstanding, but as I said, it shouldn't get to that point. We have to be more clinical. It was the same against Grimsby. We went in at 1-0. It should have been 2 or 3, and we got, when we're on top for that big period of games in terms of the whole first 45 essentially, we have to be more clinical and get ourselves further in front. And against Grimsby, we came out second half and it was the same. But on Saturday, which I often get, there was a bounce back from them, and once they got their fans up, it became tough. But I thought we finished the game strongly and maybe could have pinched at the end. But overall, solid point in the road and a team that are going really, really well.
As you say, a dominant first half performance by the lads, which I suppose an equally dominant second half performance by Oldham. So what do we have to do to put these types of games to bed early when we're on the ascendancy?
I think just that's it. Listen, when, as I said, they came out brilliant second half, but we give them that little bit of hope. And when you're only 1 goal up, obviously you're still in the game. So once they built a little bit of pressure, and to be fair, the fans for them were loud, and it got them going, and it made it tough for our lads. So when you're on top, when you've silenced the crowd a little bit, and you're getting into their box and having so many chances, you just got to take more of them. We missed some glorious chances, too many to recap on, but so many times we should have scored. So that's the frustrating bit. But I thought when they were on top, we hung in there well and rode a little passage of the game, and as I said, Slicks was outstanding and we finished the game strong. So there's loads of positives, and as I said, it's a really good point on the road.
A surprise change at the back with Ollie Hawkins jumping in at centre half. How do you feel he got on there?
I thought he done great. We knew they're quite physical with Fondop or Quigley, whoever they chose to play. Obviously it started with Fondop, finished with Quigley, so we knew Hawks could deal with that physicality, and he'd be big in both boxes for us, and he had a big part to play in when we won the penalty, and he maybe should have scored a winner late on at the back post, but again he makes some unbelievable first contacts in both boxes. He probably should have had a penalty as well in the second half. He was hauled down 2 or 3 yards out by an Oldham player, so that's a little bit frustrating, but I thought Hawks done excellent and exactly what we thought he'd do for us and how he'd help us. He definitely did that for us.
And obviously a heroic performance by Kieran Slicker. He must be feeling it a little bit today.
I think he took one in the chest, to be fair, an impact one, when he was brave and came out for one of their chances. So he's been brilliant for us, Slicks. His temperament's outstanding. He's a great lad. He's been so good since coming in. He's been so calm and composed, and often makes the right decision. And on Saturday you see that. I mean, obviously we know about the crew heroics a couple of weeks ago, and again he made some unbelievable saves. And what he's good at is he doesn't sell himself. He makes the centre forward try beat him, and obviously on Saturday he makes 2 or 3 brilliant stops in one-on-one situations. So we're so pleased to have him, and we think he's doing brilliant for us.
We face Brighton under-21s tomorrow night in the Virtue Trophy. What sort of challenge are you expecting from them?
It's always tough, just in the competition itself. I can't imagine there'll be loads of fans here. I can't imagine the atmosphere will be buzzing. So it feels like a strange game when you're in it. But Brighton 21s, they've got some exciting players. They've produced players the last few years, and we know how the 21s teams tend to play, very, very technical. So we've got to try and be physical and athletic with them, and obviously we can match their technical ability with how we play anyway. So we'll go take the game to them. It's a chance for our lads that will probably come in now and get a chance to show us what they can do. And I know obviously we've picked up some positive results lately, but you always want the players that are maybe not had a chance of late to go and stake a claim for themselves to start and give us a headache. So we'll hope that we'll, as I say, we'll rotate a lot of the players like we did against Luton, and we'll see if any of them can stake a claim to play.
As you say, a good opportunity to get minutes in some of the lads, but just how important is it to progress through cup competitions like the Virtue Trophy?
Listen, we always take it game by game. So the most important game for us now is Brighton tomorrow. So we won't think about our next league game until tomorrow's passed. And as I said, we'll probably change a few of the lads and give some chances. So, but it's down to them. We want to win the game, and if we do, obviously I know we've lost our first game. If we can win tomorrow, it gives us a chance then to go into the last game with a chance of progressing. And as I said, when you want to win every game of football, it means we want to progress as far as we can in every competition we're in.
And have you got any updates on injured players that you can share with us?
Kane and Ronnie were just niggles from last week that didn't manage to shake off in time for last Saturday. I think whether tomorrow is too soon for them, we don't know, but they're not long term. They'll be back quite soon. The longer term lads in terms of Kizzy, Brownie and Miles, progression well. Kizzy's been out on the grass. Just on the straight line stuff, he's still a while away in terms of getting back up to speed. Miles, obviously we know is looking December, January time, but he's been out plodding, and it's nice to see him back out on the grass. Brownie progressing well. I believe, I'm not sure how quite close he is yet. He's still not out on the grass yet, so it'll be another while yet. And once we can get them lads starting to eat back, but it's nice seeing him outside. Even that's a boost when you see Kizzy and Miles coming outside, and it's been a while since we've seen them out there. So it's pleasing for them to be out on the grass and be able to have a plod.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time. Best luck tomorrow night.
Cheers, Dan.